Hello. In recent weeks, Google's AI developments have taken center stage in the world of artificial intelligence. They have very powerful models. Gemini 1.5 Pro has really changed the game, and in fact, one of the areas where Google has been most successful is in the free artificial intelligence tools they offer us. In this video, using these freely available artificial intelligence tools, we're going to create a brand from scratch. And when I say creating a brand from scratch, we'll be doing the brand analysis, the market research, we'll flesh out the brand details, and from those details, we'll also build the website, we'll bring it all together and launch our brand to the world. And as I said, we're going to do this using completely free tools. Step by step, I'll show you what we're going to do. But since we'll be operating within the Google ecosystem at its core, moving from one tool to another will be quite easy. There are actually many tools within the Google ecosystem. There are tools for websites. You can conduct your research with NotebookLM. With Gemini 3 Pro, these have become much more powerful, and now I'll show you step by step. We'll use NotebookLM for idea and market research. After this research, we'll use Firebase to launch the website. Then we'll use Pameli to create the brand identity and visuals. And finally, with Flow, we'll actually set up the advertising campaign for this brand. I'd like to focus specifically on the US for this brand, so that's why, So imagine you're going to order a hot dog, but you can do this for any brand anywhere in the world. And yes, we're not creating a digital brand, but a physical one. Basically, you're doing one of the types of projects that could come to an agency. So you can use what I'm teaching either for your own brand or for your business. Or if you want, you can offer this as a service to a brand. One of the features of an AI agency is actually being able to provide solutions to businesses using these artificial intelligence tools. Here, we've implemented these solutions as well. You'll see how it's applied and how it works in the real world. Now we've come straight to the notebook section. In the notebook section, we click on Create a new notebook here. Here's what we're going to say. Basically, the notebook asks us which source it should use to create the file. Should I get the information from Drive? Are you going to give me a link? Or are you going to paste it here? But right now, we want to provide the information as a prompt. So here's what we'll do. We'll click on Discover Sources. We said that, and here we are. I want to research the fast food industry with the focus on launching a new hot dog restaurant business. Yes, I thought about opening a hot dog place in the fast food world. We want all the research related to this. Here you have the option of fast or deep research. Let's go with fast, but you'll get more results with deep research. You'll find more detailed research. Now our sources have arrived. We click on Import. We found 7 here. If you had done deep research, it would have found more than 20. We clicked Import. Actually, it did the research here. It showed where it got the restaurant information from. Sometimes there are ones marked in red in between. Anyway, I think it saved this too. Yes, when it can't save. Let me check. These have been saved. Maybe there could be an error with this one. This is a PDF. The others were web pages, research, etc. Right now it found 10. And actually, it gave us the result of this research. Super. It says it looked up hot dog stands for Copenhagen. I'm saying do another search, or let's do it this way. Don't do another search. It already looked into menu engineering. Let's put it this way. From now on, this is my research strategy for this job. Only use the sources in this notebook. I don't want anything else. How big is the market? What are the trends? How should I position myself in the market? What are the menu ideas? It found me such content. So when you write a detailed prompt like this, you'll get a more detailed output. That's why, after doing this kind of partial research as much as possible, write your prompt according to the kind of output you need. Right now, it's looking at such a prompt here, analyzing it. If you wish, you can configure it with any AI. Otherwise, I'll be working with a notebook. I'll have it do some research. Then I want to derive strategies from here. When you say, write me a very detailed prompt, it can come up with something like this. Now, a very detailed market research has come in regarding market size and annual growth. You need to pay attention to certain points. It needs to be both high quality and competitively priced. Speed is important, and technology adoption can stand out. Selling through digital channels is very important. There is also a demand for healthier options. At the same time, there seems to be a trend shift toward gourmet hot dogs. There are such demands. We can use these, but especially for Gen Z and millennials. Since we want to make this the main category and our main customer, We will develop a special system for it. Let's also look at the 3 to 5 potential niches they suggested here. For example, in what they call gourmet street food and culinary, you can make the ingredients more gourmet. You can add different sauces, you can introduce new flavors, you can diversify, even read up on it. They say this could actually be a good idea. You can make it more nostalgic. You can cook late at night. The fourth one is what they call healthy and mindful. For example, you can focus more on nutritional value and position it differently. Personally, I would go with gourmet or, if possible, something else, but most likely I'd go with gourmet. Different flavors, toppings, and other unique things. That's why we'll go with gourmet street food. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay, we've done this market research, but let me build a website right now. Right here, there's a very extensive market analysis here. You can see it like this. It has everything, what you can do, the brand message, everything. Now, I'm currently saying I choose truly, absolutely delicious gourmet. Recreate. I've chosen gourmet. By moving forward with gourmet, we'll actually create our brand. You can already see the brand details here, but we're going to build the website. We'll create the brand visuals and the advertising campaign. For hot dogs, we'll have created a brand that's both gourmet and actually offers more options. Now, when our options for gourmet come up, the numbers are the same, but this time we've set up the entire brand structure to be for gourmet. There's positioning, price point adjustment. We have our culinary canvas, our product menu. We even have our items ready. Truffle deluxe, okay. Kimchi kick, Mediterranean, vegan jackfruit. Some really nice things have come out. So in this way, our brand has actually come together really nicely. It even tells us what to put in the menu. There's a location. Look, let me show you like this. There's positioning. There's a menu. There are product ideas. There's a location. There's the brand message, and it also provides the brand direction. Here you can see that we prioritize premium quality, innovation, flavor, trust, and variety. For marketing channels, it suggests using social media, online presence, mobile apps, and also going with local partnerships and adding a loyalty program. Super. Now I need a prompt for create. What should we say? What? Prompt, actually. I need something. I need a summary because I'm going to create a website and I'm going to give this summary to the website builder. Now look, it's creating the summary for the website for me. By the way, here we're going to use both Firebase Studio and Google AI Studio. I'm going to give a prompt to both of them. You can use both of them for free right now. We'll continue with whichever website we like best. Now we've given our summary. You can see it here. Here we have a prompt like this. I'm saying, you are the world's best web designer and front-end developer. Create a full one-page website. I'm saying, if not HTML, CSS, or React. Here, I'm giving the summary, the typography, and the structure. I'm providing all the details. You can write this in detail to Semina or any GPT as well. I've given it to both of them. I've given it in both Google IIS Studio and Firebase Studio. We'll see both of them. You can use both of them for free right now. By the way, Google has started working on IIS Studio. They've planned it and are doing it. In Firebase, you can see that it asks you for colors, gives you the layout, and lets you choose what you want. From here, Gemini Kit, all right. TypeScript, okay. I said prototype and it started working as well. By the way, Gemini finished. And it finished pretty quickly, by the way. Let's do full secret. It's pretty nice. I mean, this isn't funny. The error here is because it's searching by keywords, but since it couldn't find any images, it couldn't place product images like this. But it still made a very nice website. It's actually clear that it's a restaurant website. Of course, these parts aren't working. We can make them work. It's not a problem. Let's refresh from here. But a nice website came out right away. We also have an order online option. You can activate these with just a few prompts. Like I said, it's free. By the way, Firebase is still running. I'm telling it to find relevant images. I simply asked it to try to find images that are more relevant to the picture. I wanted the tabs to work. Other than that, I also asked it to add an online order option. When we look here, this part is still going. It's done. Let's see how it looks. Let me open it like this. We're going to open, say, hot dog. For example, in terms of the site, I think it turned out even better in one go. When you click on the menu is here. Reviews are here. These are working. Find Us is also here, all on one page. It made it a one-page site. Of course, even if the text here isn't readable, these can be fixed. At least it made the visuals meaningful. When you say start your order, find us today. Of course, it continues here because we haven't developed it yet. In this way, you were able to create a very successful website in Firebase Studio. You got the images, etc., right? We also did something in Google AI Studio. This is the hot dog, spicy sombrero, Mac Daddy, truffle fries versus. It added things like this. Let's take a look at the products here. Classic chili. There's something nonsensical here too, because when it works with keywords, it tries to find relevant images. Okay. We saw the nonsense over there. Let's go here. We got our job postings. Quick note. If you want to go deeper, I built a community where we teach these systems. We have thousands of templates, weekly calls, and full courses. We'll create everything from scratch together during live builds. If you want to join our community, the name is Unfair Advantage. We will create full apps, SaaS products, cloud code implementations, N-A-10, and most importantly, if you're starting from scratch, if you're just beginning, you'll find all the documentation and support you need. So let's continue. I clicked on the menu. Of course, the menu didn't open because we don't have a menu yet. Let me refresh like this. Reviews didn't open either because there are no reviews. That one pager did it here, it did this. I say start ordering, but the menu doesn't work. But think of it this way. You can create all of these with just a few prompts. Here you'll write, create mock menu and activate online ordering. That's how I gave it. Where is it here? I closed this. I gave it here as well. Let both of them do it. Now, while our websites are being created, how can we create the other details of our brand? How will we bring the brand identity and visuals to life? After all, we're trying to provide a brand, a service to our customer. Let's think of it that way. This time we're using another free tool from Google. We're moving on to Pomeli. We've arrived at Pomeli. It looks really nice too. It even looks like a restaurant. We clicked. Pomeli is opening. Now there's Generate Business DNA. There's Get Campaign Ideas. There's Generate Creative. Now we're going to do something in Pomeli. That's why we need to publish the website. Let me choose one. Let's check this development right away. It turned out even better. It can be added to the cart. Order online is clicked. Where's the menu? This page isn't opening. Let's check here. This will be closer to what we're going to do then. Go ahead, I'm opening it. We're here. Menu. For example, this one. I said order now. It came. I said classic. Was it added to the cart? It was added. Where is it? Let's find the cart. Oh, here's the cart. Okay, super. Then let's publish this in 15 minutes as well. Now I'm clicking publish right away from here. Now by publishing this website, normally you can get the domain and so on. Of course, we won't do all of that here, but we'll publish and make it live. That's what we'll do. We'll also start reviewing Pomeli. I want to show you something like this. And here I'll actually show you an even easier way. Here we downloaded this thing to the prompt. We can go to Netlify. We downloaded the code file. We went to Netlify. When we drag and drop the code we downloaded here, Netlify will actually automatically generate and deploy the site for us from this code. It's that nice. Now we've uploaded it. Let's wait for it to deploy. Now we've started. I say open production deploy, and by the way, it's been deployed for free. And voila, our site is here. I've got it. I'm going to give this to Pomeli. We've arrived at Pomeli. There's a section called Generate Business DNA. Let's click, let's get started. We had entered our site's address here like this. Now it says it will take 10 minutes to analyze for us. Let it run. It will analyze this site for us and extract the DNA of this site. This way we'll be able to create our creatives and visuals from here. As you can see, the site has appeared here. This is a very powerful tool. I mean, honestly, doing digital agency work and building a brand has really become easier now. Like I said, not many people are using these yet. So you can offer this as a service and start making money from it. You know how you always ask, where should I start? Don't think of it as an AI agency or an automation agency. Think of it as an AI agency. You're providing a service, and actually, the most creative ones among these services are the ones with the highest added value. So you can make a note to use this somewhere in some direction, because very valuable services and very valuable results come out of this. You'll be surprised when you see it in a moment. Now, here you can actually see something called Your Business DNA. It pulled the entire brand from the website, and actually, it says snapshot, meaning it extracted the brand's DNA. What does this mean? Here you can see we have our brand name. The fonts used on the site are here as well. We have our visuals. Here we have our color palette. And as you can see, it's the same color palette from the website, so you can understand it here. We have gourmet street food, our brand value, our brand values, and our tone of voice. Here you can also make additions if you want. For example, you can add to the brand aesthetics. You can add to the overview. But if it's good, we continue. We say looks good. It says that because there is a lot of demand, they're slowing things down a bit. But here, as you can see, 3 suggestions based on business DNA campaigns have appeared very quickly. But I want a custom campaign. Now I'm going to write a prompt. I've come here. I'm saying, you are my campaign strategist. Using only this brand information, using the brand details I got from the website, I want you to give me 2 core campaign ideas, each in 1 or 2 sentences, the target audience, headlines, sub-headlines, social media concepts. Basically, I want all of them. Create these for me and make sure they're consistent. Make sure they're coherent. After this, Pomeli starts working, but even what it's done so far is, in my opinion, very valuable. Extracting all the brand information and values from a website and working like this. So you can directly get the brand information for your clients, or you can get the brand details for the concept you've created. Now, as you can see, the hot dog reimagine. Why? Because now we're making a gourmet hot dog. We've reimagined the hot dog. Skip the dishes, elevate dinner. So we're positioning the hot dog as a dinner option, and it's gourmet for everyone. We're creating a gourmet flavor that everyone can access. From several angles, this is a really nice approach. Now I've changed my prompt. Let's create another campaign. Think of it like an A/B test. This time I said fun night out with friends. Let's also target the local community. We're gourmet, but we're accessible. That's how we should look at it. This time we're choosing the same options again. Now here we've created 2 different campaign sets. You can see them here as well. Street food becomes the scene. The hot dog, here I show off my hands. Your crib, your dogs, your spot. Very nice. Our campaigns are ready. Now we're going to move these campaigns to Flow and continue there. This is Flow, but before Flow, let's create some visuals. We can actually do this more easily in Gemini. I've come to Gemini. I clicked on Create Image. We're going to create a professional gourmet hot dog like this. We're actually going to create its visual. It will do this with Nano Banana Pro. That's why I think a very high quality result will come out. We're actually going to add something here from the campaign anyway. Where was our campaign? Let's take Gourmet for Everyone. I didn't show these here. Let me show you. Our posts will appear here. This one, for example, is about Gourmet for Everyone. Our visual has appeared here. Let me show it here. He said it's real, and it's a different kind of hot dog visual. I'm downloading this. Meanwhile, I made another one. This time it's 9/16. Here, our campaigns have also appeared here, and they look really nice, successful campaigns. Let's take a look at this one too. The hot dog, slowly. I clicked Add Creative. I selected Story. I clicked Generate. It creates these directly as well. I also made its decay version. Very nice. Really very nice. All right. Let's download this one too. Pomeli is also very powerful. As you can see, the campaigns appeared directly. It generated the posts. It creates posts very quickly. As you make these, they get processed. For example, let's do this one. Your crib, your dog. As you know, these also create the visuals we want, the campaign visuals we want, and then it starts. Yes, as you can see, we positioned the hot dog in a completely different way. It's actually quite successful. Forget the usual, find your weekend energy right here with food that delivers. I think it's really good, especially the way it says neighbored knows and somehow focuses here. I mean, focusing on the crew aspect is quite good. All right. Now, in Flow, we're going to start making videos about these. Let me download this one too. I'll also make one about this. We're going to do a few tests. I'm clicking on New Project. I'm here. Here, I select Frames to Video. I'm going to add the image from here. I wrote a prompt like this. You are creating a 15 to 20-second video ad. I specified what I need, that it's 9:16 vertical, that there's a short headline, etc., and that it's test quality. We're using 3.1 fast. We're using 3.1 fast. Sorry about that. A campaign will be launched for us, but I'll make one more. Let's do this one as well. Okay, let's make one where we use both at the same time. Super. Let this be the last frame, for example. Let's make it transition to here from start to end. This one's more challenging. If it doesn't work, we can do a single one. Let's also have it do a single one. Let me change the prompt for this one too. Okay, we're having 3 made. You'll see this one now. Our first film has arrived. Okay, there was an issue with the text. The zoom feature worked, but I don't think it wrote the text nicely. If we change the text, there won't be any problem. Let's take a look at this one. This one is quite successful. We can also mention how many seconds it took. This works too. This is also a single ad. There's no transition. But when we go with as little text as possible, it's much more successful. The campaign visual we got like this here. We animated it and made the video, as you can see, especially starting from the first text after the initial ones. My advice, for example, is that you created a campaign visual from here, right? Start from the first texts, and if you don't add any other text prompts after these, it will be much more successful. Google's ecosystem has some very successful tools, and together we created a hot dog brand. As you can see, we watched its video here. Here, we actually created the visuals and the brand identity. We have our brand identity here. So you can also see the visuals we created. Here's our website. We created our website, and we did all this research right here. Here, you also have an assistant with whom you can brainstorm, develop new campaigns, menu text, and everything else. Thanks to NotebookLM, you can do all of this for free. I've shown you all the free ways. I think creating a brand has now become child's play, but for those who have an idea, because this doesn't mean everyone will do it. But if you have a creative idea, you can really create some great brands. And if you're really looking for a job and you're thinking, I want to take advantage of the AI era, I want to make money, I want to build a business from this, then this is one of those opportunities. As an agency, you can sell these services to your clients. Don't think that just because you know about it, everyone else does. Believe me, there are still a lot of people who need this, and there's still an opportunity here. I hope you seize it too. I'm leaving the community link down below. Also, if you liked the video, you can hit the like button. I'd also be very happy if you follow the channel. That's how we'll grow, and that's how I'll be able to share much more. See you later.